These poor cows don't realize they're gods. I don't know why they worry.
Mm,
I'm scared, you all say. Why is our life like this? Why are we born just to live in these prisons and be slaughtered? It's not fair. Why do they do this to us? Don't be scared. There's nothing to fear at all. This is beautiful suffering. This brings you closer to the truth and oneness.
No, I don't think so.
Meditate. Open yourselves to answers and meaning. You will find peace, and you will not be afraid ever again. But how could there be meaning to this, you say? How could there be peace in this? We were born to be brutally killed and eaten by another species. We're not allowed to move freely, to eat freely. We're treated as food, you see. You know what I'm saying?
get out of here, old man.
We're living in tough times, that's true.
Yeah?
But this will pass. Believe me. All life will evolve and understand. In the meantime, we have an opportunity to think, to be still, to face death with courage. Even you two. We can live in our minds and imaginations and dreams and contemplate the oneness of things. We can ponder infinity, the infinity of our universe, without ever being distracted by the world. A pessimist, I think, huh? In this physical suffering, there's an inner bliss. There is certainty. There is eternal love. So let's give them our flesh out of kindness, asking for nothing in return.
Hey there, how'd the hanging?
Very funny. I was clipped around the same time you were. That was a pleasant morning, wasn't it? It's the time when everything gets cold. I hate this time. The flying things go away. Nothing for them on the ground to hunt. My bones hurt, and I hate this time.
Well, it's always been like this. What's bothering you now?
Well, things were always going to be different for us. I'm not saying I don't understand that. We don't have the milk bags underneath. We're not here to give them our fluid. Our time's gonna come. They're gonna load us in the wooden boxes on the slippery rails. And I know what the old ones have to say about all that. Thing is, well, I think I might be scared.
Yeah, but again, why now?
Hey man, have you spoken to Lucy by any chance? You know, Gertrude's sister and the one with the hips.
I don't believe I've met. But I know the family, a long line of fluid givers, and a long line of stout heifers that they paired with them studs. Say, you might want to wander on over to the fence, and she might see you, that one, Lucy, and that might cheer you up some, huh? What do you think about that?
She didn't make pleasant sounds yesterday. She told me something I can't figure.
What's that?
She told me about what she saw in the land where the other two Walker family lives. You know, the ones close by.
Yeah, sure.
Lucy said she was there at that fence and looked over into the barnyard yesterday. The two walkers were there with the big machines and big boxes on the giant wheels. Lucy said she saw fluid givers next to the barn, but they were dead, all of them. Lord Almighty, can you imagine? Wow.
Well, I don't understand that one. We don't really see a lot of dead fluid givers.
Well, she said they were piled against the barn in a heap, a giant muddy pile of dead fluid givers. Piled high in a
Let's
heap.
walk and talk.
Alright, this guy smells like shit.
You're blocking us too.
Anyway, I'm telling you, man, they're piled high in a heap. When we eat so much and fill our stomachs and shit something like a mountain, she says they found them on that land that way, buried under the snow. So much snow that some of them were covered as they stood.
I think she might be telling you stories.
I believe her.
Well,
I believe her.
but I mean, unless you saw it, there's no reason why you should be
What do you
concerned.
mean? What do you mean telling stories? Like the stories about us being taken away by the machine on the slippery rails? Taken a place where there are no fences and lots of grass within thorns or thistles and nothing but fluid givers who'd mount anyone? She saw this, Lou, and I believe her. Get out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Go get some food.